wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager of Clown Falls Honda and Clown Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them, and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob, and I'm glad to know you.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together, we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, one foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
South Pole C of I and College of Idaho. Multnomah 55, Corbin 51, and it was Bushnell all over Warner Pacific 72-50 earlier today. Northwest won at Walla Walla 63-53. That's going to do it for our women's broadcast. Be reminded, tomorrow's the Pink Out. Make sure to get here early. We'll have our Paul Poach show at 2:30. Tip-off at 3 o'clock. 1,000 pink T-shirts set to be given out. We hope that you will join us here at Danny's house. If not, tune in here on 104.3 and 960 Sports. If you're wanting to listen to the Hustlin' Owls and the #1 ranked team in the NAI in College of Idaho, tune up the dial to 92.5 KLAD as the Justin Parnell show is going on as we speak. That'll do it from here at Danny Miles Court. For the Hall of Famer Bobby Thompson, I'm Mike Safford. Reminded each and every one of you, don't just have a great day, make it a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. But for now, from Danny's house, good night, everybody. The Hustlin' Owls beat the Yotes 63-58.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager of Clown Falls Honda and Clown Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them, and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob, and I'm glad to know you.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together, we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Well, you're more than just an auto loan or checking account. You're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, one foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
Nice game. Oh, I mean, I tell you though, it's a game of runs.
Yeah, they're going to get the people.
They've got some good players. They got some outstanding freshman shooters.
When you think fun, think Clamoya Casino. Win up to $500 cash and a 65-inch TV every Friday during Tune In and Turn On the Fun Friday drawings. Receive top quality Black Diamond cookware just by earning points on Sundays. New items each week. Get up to 5 times bonus points on Wednesdays. Enjoy a great meal and comfortable hotel room after having fun at the casino. Stay and play at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
Glad to have Bobby Thompson back with us tonight as number 1 ranked College of Idaho comes to Danny's house, trying to feel the same fate that Life University did back in 1996, Bobby. We missed you on that long road trip last week, but boy, this one's going to be fun.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, this is a type of game, it's interesting. Oregon Tech is short, well, one player for sure, as we well know, that we do not have Eric Fraser. He's done for the season, and we'll be having surgery sometime in the near future on a torn ACL and meniscus. And Cam Osborne is, kind of questionable too, about what they can do. So that's a huge disadvantage right there for Oregon Tech. But the big advantage is C of I is just awfully good.
C of I is good at every position. You start at the guard line. Oregon Tech going to have to face Samaje Morgan, the true freshman from Churchill High in Eugene. Outstanding point guard for them. But then up front, it's Drew Wyman, it's Tyler Robinette, it's Jake O'Neill. You got to pick your poison with that. And then they bring the 7-footer in Paul Wilson and off the bench, and you got to pick your. But you think about this, Bobby. In Caldwell, C of I had a big lead. Tech cut it down to 5 with about 5 minutes or so. Just couldn't get any closer. It's as close as a team has played the Yotes this season. It's going to be a good one.
Well, I think it's going to be interesting. And, of course, the crowd is going to be about 95% OIT. But there are quite a few of people that have come here from College of Idaho. College of Idaho, to come this far, is well represented, Mike Stafford, with a crowd of their own here. But it will be no match for Oregon Tech's crowd. They've got to keep the crowd out of the game.
And I talked with Colby Blaine, C of I's head coach, earlier today. He said they got a little bit of swagger coming into this one from the standpoint they want to atone from their worst loss that they had all of last season. It was on this floor, the conference opener, a game that Oregon Tech won by 15, and C of I went on to the national quarterfinals last year, lost the eventual national champion Loyola out of Louisiana, and the number 1 ranked team in all of NAI basketball here. And Danny's house is going to be rocking here in a moment. The big thing, how will C of I play against the bigs for Oregon Tech? Could it be a big night for Cody Bauman? Could it be a big night for Joey Potts?
And, of course, what is it? Is this the third week now second week that C of I has been number one?
They have been number one, and everybody below them has lost recently. The only other team that could ascend to there is Oklahoma Wesleyan. If C of I were to lose, they would be the heir apparent to be the number one ranked team in the NAIA. That's going to do it for our pregame report. When we come back, Scott Allen will have the play-by-play, and we'll have the tip-off. It's Oregon Tech and College of Idaho on 92.5 KLAB.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, 1 foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. And our family wants to do all we can to help your family. So we're making it easier to get pizza made from scratch that you bake at home by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can. So you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
Back here at Danny Miles Court as we get set for the introductions from our good friend Scott Allen. And Bobby, this is going to be a fun one.
Well, I sure hope it is. I just happened to ask Caden Handren how everything was in Scobie, Montana, where he's from. A good friend of mine, Harvey Bush, grew up there. And he said, it's cold.
Definitely. It is always cold in Scobie, Montana. And Scott Allen is going to introduce everything here tonight. We will take our final timeout. We will come back, have our starting lineups, and we'll have the tip. It's the Hustlin' Owls and the Yotes on 92.5 KLAD.
We've got a good crowd now.
There's our starting 5 from here at Danny Miles Court for C of I. They're all coming back next year. It's Handren, Elsie, Robinette, O'Neill, and Wyman for Oregon Tech. We didn't know if Cam Osborne was going to start tonight, but he is. He's going to give it a go after re-injuring his shoulder against Walla Walla late in that contest. Osborne, Shivers, Potts, Bauman, and Kyson Faust, the starters for Tech.
I like it when you say the starting 5 from College Idaho. The whole team's coming back.
That's what's crazy.
I mean, that is really crazy. And they are good. This is going to be, hopefully, a fabulous game. The Yotes in there. What do you want to call that?
Purple, black, and gold.
Purple, black, and gold. The Owls in white and black. And the tip is controlled by Oregon Tech. As Potts made sure of that, he almost knocked it clear out of bounds. All right, Osborne to the front court on the dribble. Bounces to the right-hand side to Kai Faust. Faust to the ball, now to Potts. Now give it back over, and Oregon Tech almost turned it away. Now back to Osborne, 10 on the shot clock. Great defense by C of I. Osborne trying to get around, jump shot on the way, hit glass, that was all. Rebound cleared off by C of I, and quickly into the front court comes Charles LZ. Gets it out on top to Handren, the sophomore from Scobie, Montana. Now back out this time with the ball is Wyman. Wyman back to Handren. Now they go back over down on the right-hand side with it. Now back to Robinette. Shot from out there is no good by Robinette. Rebound Tech. Front court. Get the ball again. Out on top is Osborne. No score with 19 minutes. Just 1 minute gone. Here in the start of the second game, the Oregon Tech women won 63-58 in the first game. Now Potts with it, bounces down low, want to put it up, and the ball is blocked by C of I, and they corral it in the corner. So they really stuffed Bauman on that play.
Drew Wyman went way up.
Oh, wow. All right, C of I come back the other way. Jump shot right side, short off of the iron. Rebound corralled by Oregon Tech. Osborne back to the front court. Over to Kai Faust. Kai Faust will give the ball up to Shivers. Shivers now to Potts. Potts way out on the wing. Back to Shivers way out on top. 17 on the shot clock. Back to Potts. Suffocating defense put on by College of Idaho. Now they get it into Potts. Want to turn, lay it up, score it. I guess they could have called a foul, a flop, or a lot of things.
I was waiting for a flop call there on O'Neill. But C of I's coming out man defense, which is not their normal defense, Bobby. They like a matchup zone.
Okay, they right out on top, now driving straight down the middle, going to the hoop, blocked by Potts on the shot by O'Neill. They get it back for Robinette 3, and he hits it. Robinette hits the 3 to give them the 3-2 lead. Robinette, the 6'7" sophomore from Middleton, Idaho.
That's exactly what Justin Parnell talked about in the pregame interview. That you got to get that second, you got to get that rebound, or they're going to get a second look.
Get it over, Cody Bauman with it, 3-2, C of I. Now to Kyson Faust for a long 3, way over and off, but the ball is tipped by Potts way back out on the second shot. No good, taken by Shivers. Tech gets it again. Potts rolls it up to the hoop and puts it in. And again, no call as Robinette hit the floor. And it's 4-3 Tech. Are they going to let him play? Maybe they are. Down low, kick the ball way out. Long shot on the way, short off the iron, but the rebound comes right long back to Handren. Next shot, no good. Rebound comes to Potts. They get to the front court, long 3 balls. Blow, wow! Holy cow, that one was way downtown, Mikey. As that one shot, of course, by Keegan Shivers, and it's 7-3 Tech, 4-point lead. Very early, 16:45 remaining first quarter. Get it into Handren. Handren has a height advantage on Faust. Goes up, puts it up, roll around, it won't go down. Rebound's tipped around, C of I gets it again. Get it back over. Long shot from the corner on the way, short off of the iron. Taken by O'Neill. Faust clears it off. Right now, C of I very cold to start this game. Right-hand side, Osborne. Osborne brings it back out. Courts Parnell almost to half court. Osborne dribbles way out on top. OIT going to try to run a play. Get the ball in. Now back out to Osborne. Right-hand side to Kyson Faust. He's going to launch a 3 ball, and he hits it. Kyson Faust, and it's 10-3 Oregon Tech.
C of I playing off of Faust, daring him to shoot it. Makes that one. May have to force the defense to play out on the perimeter.
All right, into the front court comes Handren. C of I down 7 early here in the game. The pass down underneath, and it's stolen beautifully by Tyson Faust. Took it right out of the hands. And down they come again. Oregon Tech. Osborne into the front court. Osborne with the dribble. Now he gives it over to Shivers on the right wing. Shivers is going to launch a three. This one no good. Owls for a minute. Potts almost had it, but he's beaten to the ball by Handren. Handren takes a return pass, gets it down low on the play. Turnaround shot, no good by Wyman. Rebound cleared off by O'Neal. Now for three from way out on top, and that one is good by Wyman, and it's 10-6. Tech with a 4-point lead. It was 7. All right. Faust with the ball, and they're guarding him now. Get it inside to Cody, and wants to go down and knock to the floor his Potts, and I think they're going to call Robinette.
No, they'll call.
No, it's
Wyman.
not Robinette. It's going to be Wyman call for the foul. Massive humidity in there for me, Mikey.
The big key, Oregon Tech moving the basketball. They're going to force C of I at some point, I would think, to go back into their matchup. But they C of I matching in their intensity. The one thing that's concerning, Bobby, is the fact that C of I dominating the offensive glass right now.
And Keegan Shivers, Potts hits the first foul shot. Osborne out of the game. Jamison Guerra, 6-foot sophomore out of Sherwood, Oregon, into the game for Tech. Potts will have one more. The lead is 5. Tech's biggest lead was 7. Potts hits the second one.
Samaje Morgan, Stratton Rogers, and Johnny Radford all in for C of I.
And Radford he's the leading scorer on the team. He hit 6 threes in one of the games last weekend, just like we had 6 threes from Jay Elmore. All
7.
right, Samaje out on top with the ball, on the dribble, gives it up to Rogers, back over to Morgan. Morgan wants to drive down inside, gives it up, and the layup is in. And I was trying to see on the play, was that
Stratton Rogers?
It was. Okay, Rogers. I'll tell you, they've got some talent on this team.
Rogers makes nearly 80% of his field goals, Bobby. 80.
And it's 12-8. Guerra has the ball, wants to pull up, jump, and it's around and down. And it's 14-8. Oregon Tech by 6 as we approach the 14-minute mark here in the first half. Into the front court. They look down low, lay it up, blocked by Potts. They're going to call it goaltend. They're going to call it goaltend on Joey, and that gives the basket to the leading scorer on their team, Johnny Radford. So Radford gets the bucket on the goaltend, because it was going in, too. There was no doubt of that. That was a well-designed play by C of I.
Jay Elmore in for the Owls, replacing Faust, who played inspired ball.
Yeah, Faust, I imagine, is tired, but he really played well. All running in trouble. Now they get it over. Long pass. Oh, that one hit way. Wow, I don't know where that pass was going from Elmore or from Bauman. We got a timeout. It's Oregon Tech 14, C of I 10 with 13:44 remaining in half number 1.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
You know, Bobby, I know former Yotes basketball coach Marty Holly watching tonight, former Yotes coach Mark Owen watching tonight on our stream, and I know they had some amazing games on this floor. I know Marty always talks the story about when Kevin Holsey, who was a longtime Board of Trustees member at Oregon, at the College of Idaho, hit 2 free throws with a second left to send C of I to the national tournament back in Kansas City. One of the times that Danny nearly made it back to Kansas City.
Okay, ball in. C of I's got it front court. Get it out on top. Handren, one bounce dribble. Gives it now to the big guy who's into the game, and that's Paul Wilson.
Right there to catch Elmore.
And foul is on Elmore. And Potts comes out.
Blake Jensen will come in.
And Blake Jensen comes in. And C of I will take it out. It's 14-10. I guess it wasn't a goaltend. I don't know what they called. At least they didn't put anything up on the board. That's what the score was. So, all right, Morgan gets it down the corner to Handren. Back to Morgan. Morgan wants to drive. He is so quick. Going to go to the hoop, lay it up, and score it. Boy, is he fast.
Unbelievable for a freshman.
And here comes in the corner to Elmore. His shot no good, and the rebound going high to get it. And that was quite a jump, and then Tech recovers it. They get it back out to Shivers for a 3, in and out, tough roll. And the rebound, Jensen wants to put it up, and he's going to be fouled on the play. 14-12 is the score. And the foul was called.
Not sure who the foul was called, and they said Blake Jensen, but he's the one who
Well,
was at
yeah,
the free throw line.
Jensen's shooting. They've got that wrong on the board. You don't have a 13.
They're going to try to figure out which one of the bodies for C of I will pick up the foul.
They're going to find out here in a second. They got to change.
I think it'll go on Stratton Rogers.
Okay. Stratton Rogers picks up his first foul of the game. Rogers, great shooter. Eagle, Idaho. And Kyson Faust comes back into the game now, and sitting down for his first rest is going to be Cody Bauman. Jensen's shot no good. Rebound is corralled by Oregon Tech. Still leading 14-12. With the ball, Jamison Guerra. Guerra's going to drive down underneath the basket. Comes clear out to the other side. Going to back up, bounces it down low to Faust inside over the 7-footer, and he hits it. Kyson Faust. It could be he's going to have one of those games.
He loves playing against the Oats. Remember him in the national tournament in that semifinal game back in Sioux Falls.
16-12 is this score. Tech up 4. Wilson has it. Wilson gives the ball to Morgan. Shot underneath, good. That's 16-14. Here comes Oregon Tech to the front court. Elmore from the corner for 3, and he's got it. Jay Elmore, the same time that Johnny Radford had 6 threes. He had 6
He actually
threes.
had 7.
That's right.
7 for 11.
Okay. 19-14 the score. Tech, Morgan's got the ball. Morgan gives the ball up to Johnny Radford. His shot on the way, no. Rebound cleared off for Oregon Tech. They come the other way, get it to, whoa, what a pass. What a great pass on the way, Keegan Shivers, and scored by Blake Jensen. And I tell you right there, Colby Blaine has seen enough. He calls timeout, 11:46 remaining in the first half. Oregon Tech, their biggest lead of the game, 21-14.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
When you think fun, think Clamoya Casino. Win up to $500 cash and a 65-inch TV every Friday during Tune In and Turn On the Fun Friday drawings. Receive top-quality Black Diamond cookware just by earning points on Sundays. New items each week. Get up to 5 times bonus points on Wednesdays. Enjoy a great meal and comfortable hotel room after having fun at the casino. Stay and play at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
Bobby Tech's come out, made 8 of their first 15 field goals in the contest, 53%. C of I at 6 of 15. Rebound battle at 9 apiece. It'll be C of I basketball out of the break.
Okay, thanks, Mike. All right, Morgan will bring the ball out of the backcourt. Gives it up to big Paul Wilson. Morgan gets a return pass back to Wilson, back to Morgan as they play catch between the two of them. Now they come out on top and get passed down low, and I was totally screened out by was it Wilson that made the bucket? Yep. Wilson makes the bucket on the pass from Charles LZ. And it cuts the lead back to 5. Oregon Tech front court, fouls to the ball, gives it up to Elmore. Now they go over to Shivers. Shivers wants to drive with the ball. Shivers bounces it off his own foot. Went right into the hands of C of I. Get it back out, long 3 ball on the way, and that is splat by Drew Wyman.
That's the thing that C of I does. They're the best defensive team in the league, allow only 64 points per ball game. Transition baskets key for them.
Wow, 21-19 now. They are basically right there on that nice run. Give the ball back now to Shivers. Shivers has it. Wants to go back over and does with the basketball to Guerra. Guerra going to pull up, long 3 on the way. Back of the iron, no good. Chase it down, Wilson in the corner. He'll give the ball up to the quickest guy on the floor, and that is going to be the little guy, Samaji Morgan. Now they go into big Wilson again. Wilson going to go up, under, and lay it up and in. And Justin Parnell wants timeout as the Yotes on a run have tied the game at 21 with 10:19 remaining in the first half.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Where it drives down, pass underneath the foul, slant up and in. Give the dime to Jamison Guerin. Tech back ahead, stop the 7-0 bleeding, and Tech leads it by 2 at 23-21. Driving hard is LZ. Boy, he drove the baseline hard, up and under, put it up and in. First bucket of the game for LZ. And we're tied at 23. 9:45 remaining in the first half. Guerin to the front court. Jamison drives to the right-hand side, almost has his pocket picked, and a foul is going to be called.
I think it's on LZ.
And it's going to be on LZ. Picks up the personal foul. Great defender, I'll tell you. Charles LZ, the 6'1 junior from Tacoma. I tell you, they give you fits, C of I, with their great defense. All right, the ball comes in to Jamison Guerra. On the left-hand dribble, right there in his hip pocket is Morgan. Gets it down low. Into Faust, put it off the glass. Oh, wouldn't go. Tough roll there. And Paul Wilson gets the rebound. We're tied at 23. 9:22 remaining in the first half. Morgan wants to drive, gives it back to Wilson, lays it up and in on the give and go. And that again was too easy. And again, C of I up, getting that easy bucket up by 2. Osborne to the front court. Goes to the left-hand side with the ball to Shivers. Now back into Potts. Potts underneath, want to put it up, and the foul's going to be called on Wilson. And Potts will go to the line to shoot 2.
It's just waves with C of I, Bobby. The fact that Wilson's come in, played great minutes for the Yotes.
Yeah.
Now they're going to come in, bring their starter back in, that being Tyler Robinette.
So at the line goes Wilson. Or rather, Wilson, love it. The line goes Joey Potts. Shot good. Bauman back in. Bauman will replace Osborne. Robinette in, and sitting down was Paul Wilson.
Completely different player, though. Robinette, inside, outside kind of guy. Wilson, a guy plays with his back to the basket.
Second shot by Potts is short off the front of the rim, so Tech down 1. The ball in the hands of Morgan as he comes to the front court. Morgan on the dribble, backs his way in against Faust, still backing, wants to toss up a prayer. No. Good defense by Kai Faust. And here comes Guerra to the front court. Jamison kicks it over to Shivers, and Shivers is going to be called for an offensive foul.
I think the fans wanted a flop, but they were not going to get it.
Nope. And, of course, that was the Klamath Falls referee called the foul. Robbie Cesania. I might ask him how you spell flop. Well, maybe one of these days. I don't know, not during the season. All right, College of Idaho the ball. Bounce it down low. On the dribble, backing his way in, looking around, putting it up, and it's blocked in there by Shivers as he blocks the shot of Drew Wyman. Come back the other way into the front court. Boy, I tell you, Caldwell kids play tough. Potts, top of the key, horrible shot. There's a foul somewhere underneath.
Get Wyman.
It's going to be Wyman. Drew Wyman, a 6'5 sophomore, picks up his second foul. It is a non-shooting foul. Guerra will take the ball out. Tech trails by 1 with 8:12 remaining in the first half. Trying to get it in, and does to Shivers, who puts up the shot off the rim. No, will not go. And the rebound is cleared off by Johnny Radford. Into the front court he comes. Over to the left-hand side now. They get the ball. Morgan shot no good. Rebound, corralled down and put up and in, and no travel call. Parnell wanted a travel call and didn't get it.
Jake O'Neal just
relentless. And O'Neal just put the ball back on the hoop. Now it's a 3-point C of I lead. Guerra on the drive, and I tell you, put it into Faust. The shot will not go, and Cesania, I'll tell you, Parnell's all over Cesania. He's blown 3 calls in a row as far as Parnell is called. It thinks. So C of I does not need any help from Cesania. Now they get the ball down low, back, turning his way, roll up the shot, no good. Shot taken by O'Neal. Rebound comes to Tech. Guerra back to the front court. Been a lot of misses here of late, Mike Safford. And a foul's going to be called on Johnny Radford. Hey, Robbie Cesania. That will make up one of Parnell's. But back into the game as Kai Faust now comes out for a rest. Back into the game is going to be Blake Jensen. And Tech will take the ball out. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 7:05 on the game clock. 3-point College of Idaho lead. Ball, Guerra drives to the foul line, puts up a shot off the rim, no good. Rebound corralled in the corner by O'Neal. Gets it ahead to Johnny Radford. Now they come down in this side right here, and driving down is Robinette. Count the basket, and he's fouled. I tell you, he's quick. For a big man that size, Robinette can move.
Trying to figure out who that foul was on. Once again, they said the shooter's number, but not who the foul was. Was it on Potts or Bauman?
Oh. I thought it was on Bauman, but they've got to figure it out. Whoever's running the foul clock doesn't know what's going on. Well shot, whatever, no good.
I'm going to give it to Joey Potts for now.
Okay, all right. Give it to Potts. Head into the front court for Oregon Tech. They come down to Potts. Comes clear back out to Guerra. Guerra wants to drive to the key. Kicks it way out to Shivers. Can't get a shot. Is right in his hip pocket. Guarding him. Now kicks it over to Guerra. Launches a 3 and gets it. Jamison Guerra gets the 3, and all of a sudden, Oregon Tech is within 2 at 29-27. Right-hand side, LZ. Now he gets it into Robinette down along the baseline. Robinette wants to drive against Potts. Drives, turns, and that was just too easy. Off the glass and down for Tyler Robinette, the 6'7 sophomore from Middleton, Idaho. And somebody running the clock. They got a basket and they didn't give it to him. It's got to be 31-27.
It's not me.
Out there to, horrible 3 for Oregon Tech, taken by Jensen. Got nothing but glass, period. And a long 3 the other way, gets nothing but net. And the timeout is called. Was that Radford that hit that one? Yeah. And it's 34-27, biggest lead of the game for C of I at 7.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager of Clown Falls Honda and Clown Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob and I'm glad to know you.
Got clarification, Bobby. The foul was on Joey Potts.
Well, you gave it to the right guy.
That was a guess.
Well, Tech will put the ball in play. They're down 7 now. They need a bucket in the worst way. Long 3 ball, and it is good by Elmore. I tell you, great shot by Jay Elmore, the 6'2" sophomore out of Eugene. Driving the lane, missing his LZ. Rebound is cleared off by Oregon Tech's Daniel. Blake Jensen. And now get it out to Guerra. Jamison has it. Jamison on the left-hand drive. Comes way back over to Elmore. Now in the middle to Jensen. Wants to roll to the hoop. Wants to toss it up. And the foul's going to be called. And I think that one's going to go on Robinette. And it does. Foul is going to be called on Robinette. That will be his first. And that will send Oregon Tech's Blake Jensen to the foul line. Jensen has had a very up and down year at the foul line for Tech. Coming into the game, he was 11 for 20. Shot up, no good. He'll have another. And Bauman comes out of the game, and Faust comes back in, trying to keep some of these kids fresh because that bench of C of Ice, Mike, is just as good as their first team. Second shot is good by Jensen, and the lead is cut to 3. 34-31. Tech down 3. To the front court comes LZ. Now out on top is O'Neal. Comes to the left-hand side to LZ. LZ on the dribble. Backs it off again. LZ now gets the ball to O'Neal. Back out to the shooter. Going to line up for a 3 on the way, and it's good. That's Johnny Radford. And Radford now in the ball game has 5 points. All right, Tech. Guerra drives down in traffic, in trouble, and the ball pass intended for Elmore is intercepted by, back out to Robinette for a 3, and he buries it. And it's now 40-31, biggest lead of the game for College of Idaho.
This is just like it was in Caldwell. Last 5 minutes of the half, killed Oregon Tech in that one.
Long 3 on the way, good by Shivers. Keegan Shivers hits a long 3. Shivers now in the game with 6 points with his second 3. Back to the front court they come again. LZ. LZ wants to drive inside, lay it up, missed the shot, tip up no good, put back up again, no. And we got players down that are hurt, both picking them up. I mean, boy, I'll tell you, without a doubt, Keegan Shivers got whacked.
It's going the other way, that's for sure. We'll see who's shooting at this end. The foul's going to go on Robinette, they say. See, if I try to tip it high up in the air, and then it was Shivers and Jensen and Robinette along with O'Neal that were all collapsed around. I think it was O'Neal that got the worst of it. I think he got stepped on at some point. But it looks like it's going to be free throws, one-on-one opportunity for Blake Jensen.
And he's saying, I'm the one that got whacked. He was the one that just got creamed. Was Shivers. Well, Jensen made it, and if he makes the other one, then Shivers won't care. Cuts the lead to 5. 3:44 remaining in the first half.
C of I, Bobby, 6 of 12 from three-point range.
Second shot, Jensen got them both. Good job, Blake. And here comes C of I. Their lead is cut to 4 with 3:40 to go. And driving quickly was Morgan, who's back into the game. Now gives it over to Johnny Radford. Now they go back out to Morgan way on top. He's going to back way off. Now Morgan's going to drive, pull up, 13-footer. Good. That was just too easy. That's 42-36. Now Morgan on Guerra. She backs up into the back court. Guerra with the drive. Gets out to Faust. Now they come back over. Guerra another three. Got it again. Jamison Guerra hits another three. And back to within three. 42-39. And Guerra's now got 8 in the game for Oregon Tech. Left-hand side, driving the baseline, rolling to the hoop, and missing the shot is Jake O'Neill. And then they're going to call a travel as Jensen. Wow. And the fans are all over the officials. 2 Oregon Tech guys are knocked to the floor, and the ball is going to go back to C of I.
I think they thought they were both collapsed on each other, but there was definitely a purple shirt in there that had pushed one of them initially.
And they put the ball in play. Get it into O'Neill. Now back to Morgan. Cut him off. Back to O'Neill. He wants to drive. Cut him off nicely. Come way back out to Morgan. Wants to drive inside. Pushes his way in. No good. The big guy gets the rebound. Throws it back out to O'Neill. His shot no good again. Rebound this time Oregon Tech. Down 3 with 2:25 remaining in the first half. And they get the ball. Long shot again by Guerra. This one high in the air. Won't go, and the rebound is pulled down by the big fella, Paul Wilson. Gives it over to Morgan on the far side. Morgan wants to drive. Down to the right side. Now get it way back out on top. Now the near side with it to Jake O'Neill. Inside to the big fella. That's Wilson. Backs his way in. Now get it back out. Down on the shot clock to 12. Shot from the right side, no. And the rebound comes off to Guerra with 1:56. And Parnell says, slow it down a little bit. Slow it down. Get some air while you're in there. Guerra drives to the right-hand side. Guerra has the ball. Now getting him to move around, get it to Shivers. Shivers wants to drive back to Guerra. Guerra now comes out with the ball. Driving down, putting the ball up, and it will not go by Jensen.
They're going to call offensive foul.
Called on Jensen?
On Jensen.
Parnell is beside himself. Just beside himself. He's all over all of them. I mean, 39-42. The 42 belongs to C of I. And here they come again. Morgan to the front court. Morgan gives it up to LZ. Now back to Morgan. Morgan wants to drive. Good defense by Tyson Faust. And a hook should have been called, and they give him the lay-in. That was terrible. He was hooked down here under the basket. That should have been an offensive foul against C of I. And I tell you, Parnell is just coming unglued. 44-39, a minute to go in the first half. You got to get a bucket here and then stop them. And the ball goes right off the knee of Oregon Tech Shivers, out of bounds. Potts comes out of the game, back into the game. Comes Bauman. 57 seconds to go. You got to have a stop here, Mike. Got to get a stop. Keep it down as low as you can. Morgan to the front court. Morgan on the dribble, gives it back out. There's a long shot by Johnny. Hits the ball, hits the deck, count the basket. Radford hits it. It's now 47-39, and they're going to go to the line to shoot. And the foul is going to go against Blake Jensen.
Can't give Johnny Radford space, that's for sure.
He had the space, he hit the ball, and he's also a fabulous foul shooter.
Wood River High School in the Sun Valley area.
You're talking about Hood River, Oregon?
I said Wood River.
Oh, Wood River.
Haley,
okay,
Idaho.
Radford hits it, and it is now the biggest lead of the game at 9 with 47 seconds remaining in the first half, 48-39 C of I. Long three by Shivers, and he buries it. That was long. That was probably 26 feet, and he buried it to make it 48-42. Now a stop here And you can have about 8 seconds to go, get a stop, and then go get another one of those shiver shots. Morgan retaliation, no good, but so quickly to get the rebound was Rogers. I tell you, is he quick? And now they call a foul on Bauman.
Unbelievable, Bobby.
And I'll tell you, Parnell has come unglued. I don't think he's ever seen any worse officiating, in his opinion. It's just awful. Well, two of the officials gave me the fist bump at the start of the game. The third one, who just made that last call, walked right on by. Okay, C of I again with the ball. It's Morgan way out. Morgan on top. Morgan's going to drive, put up a shot, and it's good. With 7 seconds to go, and now Tech's down 10. They got 5 seconds to go. They've got 3. Put it up, long shot on the way, will not go, and that'll end the first half of play with a score. College of Idaho 52, Oregon Tech 42, and some very, very unhappy fans with what officiating that they have seen. And the biggest fan of the bunch is Coach Parnell. We'll return.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, one foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. It's the third year.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of Ford tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
There's a collision happening between science and innovation, environment and technology, thriving together in a place you might not have heard of. But the ones who discover us, they're the originators, working and learning in living labs that produce life-changing results and developing innovations that will change the next millennium. There's a collision happening. Be part of it. Be Oregon Tech.
Back here from Danny Miles Sporting, Klamath Falls, College of Idaho has the lead on Oregon Tech at halftime by a score of 52-42. C of I going on a late rally after Tech had pulled even late, cutting the deficit to just 3, but 4-point play by Johnny Radford, a big basket late by Samaje Morgan, and C of I has the 10-point lead here on the road. Earlier tonight, it was the Lady Owls improving to 13-5 on the season. More importantly, 9-3 in conference play, knocking off College of Idaho 63-58. Jenna Wallace stops by from the team to talk about this one. And what did Coach Poach say to you guys? He fell behind 8. He calls timeout. He's fired up. What did he say to you to get you guys to make that rally? 11 in a row, got you the lead, and you just really clamped down defensively the rest of the way.
Yeah. Poach has always been such a great influence for us, and he's always been our biggest motivator and always had our backs. So his biggest thing was we need to come out with the intensity and drive we know we have and play the game we know how to play, and to really crave that win the same way he does.
And it really, Melissa Lee had a struggle for about the first, I'm going to say 26, 27 minutes, but she really showed senior toughness there, fifth-year senior toughness. Scored 8 points in the start of the fourth quarter, had a couple steals and a big rebound. And boy, to go from barely able to play last Saturday night at Walla Walla to really coming through when it mattered. I mean, she was huge tonight.
Yeah, Melissa killed it. She really came through. She had some clutch buckets we really needed in the moment. She's got that long wingspan, so it really helps with her finishing abilities, and she's just overall a phenomenal athlete, and I feel like she really stepped up tonight and really pulled her weight.
You know, one of the things that Coach Poach talked to me a couple times this year was your rebounding, and the fact that they've done a drill where you guys are going up with two hands and not just kind of batting the ball, but going up with two hands. Really seems like it's improved you, it's improved Kaylee Elliott, and especially Maddie Toll. And boy, she's played well over the last 3-4 weeks.
Oh yeah, that drill has really helped all of us. Maddie's doing well. All of our bigs has really helped us improve our rebounding skills and really focus on grabbing in the ball and being strong with it. And something we've really reinforced and we're proud of as a team is our rebounding.
We haven't talked about you. Hit a 3 tonight.
Yes, I did.
I think that was about the 4th 3 that you've, quote, hit this year, but the first 3 of them, you must have, I don't know what your shoe size is, but it must have been one size too big because you had towed up the line. This time you were far enough out, hit that 3.
Sometimes I'm just not paying attention to where the line's at, but this time I was feeling it, and I love that spot on the floor, so I had a great assist, great pass from Gabby, so she set me up really well for that one.
And the Lady Owls pick up the victory, 9-3 in conference play. Take on Eastern Oregon, your rival, a team that you hung with on their home floor. I know you guys are excited to play them here at Klamath.
Oh, yeah. Eastern has always been tough competition for us, and it's always been a great ball game. So I know the team's pumped, and we're ready to play a really good game that we're going to have to really dig in for and fight hard, but it'll be a satisfying win when we get there.
Let's talk Jenna Wallace. Let's talk, Redding, California, went to JUCO, came here to Oregon Tech, and what are you studying? What are you looking to do once your playing career is done here in a year or two?
So coming from Shasta College, I feel really set me up well for OIT. I'm studying in the radiologic science program. Want to focus on X-ray to start, but then I'm going to move over into CT, MRI, mammo, all of those. But schooling here has been really great. I love it. I love how intense it is. I love the professors, the teachers, and how they're willing to work with me as an athlete, which is huge. And they're always supportive, encouraging our games throughout classes, and go out of their way to make sure I'm getting everything I need. And they really care. That's one thing I love about this school and even the community. They're here for us. They show up for our games, and they make it known that they're here, and it's something I really love coming from a bigger town, seeing this hometown support. I love it.
And I also have to say, talking about support, you've got a great family at home. We got to have a post-game meal at your folks' house earlier this season, and I have to say the fact that your family made that salsa, oh my gosh, somehow I got to get the recipe because that was unbelievable, off the charts. I got to thank your family for that. Appreciate you stopping by here at halftime. Let's go get Eastern tomorrow.
Of course. It's nice talking to you.
That is Jenna Wallace here at halftime. Lady Owls pick up a 63-58 victory over College of Idaho earlier today. Supplant themselves as the number 4 team in the Cascade Conference, but it gets tougher tomorrow. They'll take on Eastern Oregon at 3 o'clock. It is our annual Pink Out, and we want to make sure that you come out. We are going to be giving away 1,000 pink t-shirts. I've seen them. I've got one sitting in my office. We got to make sure Bobby gets one, but get here early, especially during the women's game, to make sure you get that pink t-shirt. And the ladies play at 3, men's game at 5 o'clock. All the proceeds this year will stay in the Klamath Basin to help out the Cancer Center up at Sky Lakes and try to help those who are in need in the form of breast cancer. On the men's side, College of Idaho has the lead at halftime, 52-42 over the Hustlin' Owls. We'll come back, look at the first half numbers, and also look at the other scores from the 5 other games around the conferences. We're at halftime here from Klamath Falls and Danny Miles Court on 92.5 KLAD.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager of Klamath Falls Honda and Klamath Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob, and I'm glad to know you.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, one foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Thanks to less flop tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's start here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
When you think fun, think Clamoya Casino. Win up to $500 cash and a 65-inch TV every Friday during Tune In and Turn On the Fun Friday drawings. Receive top-quality Black Diamond cookware just by earning points on Sundays. New items each week. Get up to 5 times bonus points on Wednesdays. Enjoy a great meal and comfortable hotel room after having fun at the casino. Stay and play at Clamoya Casino in Chiloquin, where winning comes naturally.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Back here at Danny Miles Court in Klamath Falls, halftime score reads College of Idaho leading Oregon Tech 52-42. Some big numbers that really stand out to me, Bobby. The fact that C of I has taken advantage of the 7 OIT turnovers, turned it into 14 points, and College of Idaho a 12-4 edge in second chance points, definitely using their 8 offensive rebounds to their advantage. The Owls 50% shooting in the first half, 14 of 28. They're 50% from 3 and 8 of 16 and made 6 of 10 for the line. C of I 52% from the field, 22 of 42, 7 of 16 from long range for the Yotes, and they made 1 of 2 from the line. C of I, the top rebounding team in the Cascade Conference, 20-18 lead on the glass, and again, only 2 first half turnovers by the Yotes. Individually, Tech led by 9 from Keegan Shivers, also had a team-high 6 rebounds, 8 for Jamison Guerra, 5 assists for Jay. It was 7 each for Joey Potts and Kyson Faust, 6 for Jay Elmore, and 5 for Blake Jensen. Cam Osborne, 3 assists, no points in the first half. Cody Bauman, no points and 2 rebounds in the first half. It was Johnny Radford to lead C of I, 12 points for him, all coming from 3-land. Got 10 for Paul Wilson to go along with 4 rebounds. And Tyler Robinette had 8, as did Samaje Morgan, who had 6 assists. Bobby, elsewhere around the league tonight, interesting scores. At halftime, Southern leading Eastern 39-27, a 12-point lead for the Raiders, who we'll see both those teams coming up in the next 4 days. Tomorrow against Eastern, next Tuesday over in Ashland against Southern Oregon. Lewis Clark State has broken their game open against Evergreen. It was only an 8-point lead at halftime. It's now LC 94, Evergreen 63. The other 2 games are at halftime. Corbin 50, Multnomah 37. That is in Portland. And Bushnell at halftime leading Atwater Pacific, an interesting score there, 31-23. Earlier today, Northwest knocked off Walla Walla by a score of 96-77, a game that was actually a lot closer than that final score was indicated. Bobby's second half, Tech's got to come out with some energy, get defensive stops, and they got to continue to shoot the basketball.
Well, you know, the one thing that they did, College of Idaho also got 14 more shots than Oregon Tech. I mean, off loose balls, everything else, you know, they got those extra shots. And as you said, if they hadn't had the difference was actually 20 points that they got on the takeaways, the turnovers, and the second chance points. If they didn't have those, Oregon Tech could be ahead by 10 instead of down by 10.
And you look at it, Bobby, 7 turnovers, 8 offensive rebounds, giving that's 15 extra possessions for College of Idaho.
Yeah.
And you can't do that against the number 1 ranked team in the NEI.
Nope.
And the fans here getting a chance to see it. Great crowd here tonight, as we mentioned before we went to break. Tomorrow's our annual Pink Out, the 13th annual Pink Out. Started back in 2009. I know that it means a lot to you, you know, with Virginia and also Martha Dow. And, you know, it's a very special thing here at Danny Miles Court.
You know, it is true, and it's a great event. The Pink Out game has been so good, and I'll tell you, I think this year right now, if you look around, I think this was the biggest crowd we've had this year.
Right up there with the one against William Jessup in the opener.
Yeah.
Definitely 1,500 or more tonight, expecting 2,000 tomorrow.
Yeah, this is, I'll tell you, C of I, you can see why they're number 1, and we'll have to see what Coach Parnell and his staff decided to do here for the second half as we get ready to play. Handren, LZ, Robinette, O'Neill, and Wyman. And, of course, Oregon Tech not quite starting the same lineup because they have Guerra in there instead of Osborne. I think Osborne may be done for this game. Get it over for a long 3 ball on the way. Robinette out, back up, and back in. And it's a 13-point lead as they get the first possession and hit the bucket. And that right there, driving all the way down and then in trouble, but getting the ball back over to Shivers was Guerra. Now it comes back to Guerra. Guerra lobs down low as they double-team Potts, tries to get it in, and it's taken away once again by C of I on the defensive end.
Great job by Handren coming down, double-team, forced the pass, and then Wyman jumped it.
Handren now on a dribble, going to kick the ball way back out to Robinette. He could hit it from there, but he doesn't get the shot. Now over on the left-hand side to O'Neill. O'Neill down low again to Robinette, way back out on top, this time to Drew Wyman. Now they lose the ball, and here comes Shivers, running straight down, laying up and in. And it makes it 55-44 as he intercepted, finally, a mistake from C of I. Don't see many, that's for sure. Left-hand side, LZ back out on top to Wyman. Wyman now, they get it down to Handren. Handren backs his way in, still backing. Kid from Scobie, Montana, turns off the glass, no good. He's had a tough shooting night. He usually doesn't shoot over 3 or 4 times, and he still hasn't made a basket, and that's got to be a foul on LZ. And it will be.
Chuck with a foul right there. I know his mom's watching tonight. She sends me a note every now and she goes, the one thing I miss about you leaving is you calling our games. And so she was excited to be able to hear you and I tonight.
Well, I tell you, this is something, though. This game right here, this is a fun game. I mean, Tech will put the ball back in play to get it into Faust. Faust has it. Back over. Here it goes again. Shot on the way, no good. Taken by Shivers. That was a 3 ball. And the ball last touched by OIT as it goes out.
Good look coming off the screen by Shivers. Feet set. Flick the wrist, but short on the 3.
And into the front court comes Handren. Gets it out to Robinette. Robinette back over to Handren on the right wing. Handren to one bounce dribble. Now gives it to LZ. Parnell wanted to travel, didn't get the call. LZ puts it up, no. Tip up by Robinette, no. Another tip up, good. Just took it right away from Potts. Put it back in, 57-44. Tech comes back to the front court. Down low, Joy Potts back over, driving the baseline. Now they bring the ball clear back out to Guerra. Now they lob it down low, in traffic, in trouble, and trying to put it up. No, will not go, and the ball goes back over the top, and it'll go back over to C of I on the shot by Bauman. Now Potts will sit down, and back in comes Blake Jensen. OIT's, if they want to have any chance at all here in this game, they've got to get some stops that they had not been able to do in the first half. Way out on top is O'Neal. O'Neal on the dribble, going to drive. Whirl, get it way back out for a long 3 ball from way out there. No good by Wyman. And Tech the rebound. Guerra to the front court, gets it ahead to Shivers. Shivers wants to drive in the lane, down low to Jensen, wants to put it up, won't go. Rebound knocked around, picked up again by C of I. Handren comes to the front court. Kid from Scobie, Montana, the sophomore, goes right-hand side now again to LZ, bounces it down low to Robinette. Robinette backs his way in against Jensen, knocks him down, and that's clearly an offensive foul.
Blocking, they called it, Bobby.
Oh, my gosh. He absolutely cracked. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I thought anytime you drop the shoulder like that, Parnell's beside himself, I think. So am I. Oh, well, that's... He tried to get it back in, backing his way in, turning around, putting up a shot. Oh, what a great shot by Jake O'Neal. And they're starting to pull away. It's up to 15, 59-44. It was 10 at the half, and they've added 5 more to it in less than 5 minutes. Driving down, going all the way to the hoop, and they called a foul. Oh, my gosh, Rob, who'd you call it on? Foul's going to be on Caden Handren. Handren will pick up the personal foul. And they are calling it non-shooting. Tech will take it out under the basket. Looking to get it in. Pass comes way out to Faust. Handren almost got to that one. Boy, they're a ball hawking team, Michael. They certainly are. Right place, right time. Get it into Faust. He drives down, backs his way and turns. 12-footer. Won't go. Rebound underneath. Pulled off by Jensen, and I think, is it going to be Handren that's guilty of the foul? No, it's not going to be Handren. It's going to be Wyman.
Actually, Wilson gets it.
Oh, it's Wilson. Wilson came back in the game. He'd start for any other team in conference.
Oh, yeah. 7 foot, big body. He's a great baseball player as well. Just doesn't play for CMI. Does not play.
Okay. And pass by Faust is intercepted. Another turnover for Oregon Tech. Handren gets the ball ahead to O'Neal. O'Neal into the front court, drives the baseline. Now backs his way out. Gets it way out on top to LZ. LZ gives it. Now they go out the outside. Now they get the ball back in. Turn, switch to the left hand. It will not go for O'Neal. Rebound cleared off by Jensen. They'll come the other way. There's still time, but you got to start making hoops, kids. Guerra goes in the lane, in traffic, hits about an 8-footer. To cut the lead back to 13, 15-40 to go in the game, 59-46. C of I with a comfortable lead.
These days, you can eat about any kind of pizza in any kind of environment, and that's great. But at Abby's, our customers today want the same things our customers wanted way back in 1964. Delicious pizza, shared with family and friends in a fun, casual setting. If that sounds old-fashioned, that's sort of the point. From our 36 locations, Abby serves the kind of traditional pizza that traditions are made of. Good to the last slice. Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. Yum.
Jay Elmore going to come in for Oregon Tech. Morgan along with Rogers and Radford. Just another wave for College of Idaho coming off the bench here with Tech trailing by 13.
I think the only one that stayed in that came off of the bench earlier was Wilson. All right. CFI brings the ball to the front court. Now they get it to over on the left-hand side to Rogers. Rogers backing his way in and putting the ball up is Wyman. It will not go. Rebound comes off to Oregon Tech. Guerra quickly comes down. Guerra gets the ball up to Elmore. Comes on the left-hand side to Faust. Kai with it. Now they get back out on top with it to Guerra. Guerra now over to Elmore. Now down low, they get the ball, try to get it inside, they get it back, want to go up, want to put it up, no. And a foul is going to be called.
I think it's a block on Morgan.
So Morgan picks up the block. So they're having a little discussion here of what they're going to call.
If they would have called that on Bauman, I think this place would have come unglued.
Well, Bauman's going to go to the foul line. The foul is going to go against Samaje Morgan. And Bauman at the line to shoot free throws. First shot good. Shivers back into the game. Will replace Kais and Faust. Lead is cut to 12 at the moment.
Remember, it's about this time over in Caldwell where the Owls made that run, cut it back down to 5. How much energy do they have left in the gas tank?
I tell you, second shot, this one won't go, and the rebound is cleared off by Wyman. Gives it up to Morgan. Morgan to the front court to Wilson at the high post. Wilson back over to Morgan. Morgan on the dribble, guarded by Guerra. Comes way back out on top, now wants to start a run. They double team him, goes over in the corner. And here goes Johnny heading to the hoop, gives up the pass, put it in the hands of Rogers. Stratton Rogers scores and give the dime to Johnny Radford. And just like that, back up by 14. Tech, they get the ball to Shivers. Keegan has it, pass intended, and we got a whistle and a foul, and I think they're going to call it on C of I over the back. It's going to go on Wyman.
For his third.
That'll be the third foul on Wyman. Out of the game for Oregon Tech is Bauman. And back into the game is Kai Faust. Guerra will inbound the ball. Still plenty of time, 14 minutes, 17 seconds. Looking to get it in, and they give it in. Paw shot, will not go. Reverse lay-in, just would not go for Blake Jensen. And they come the other way. Morgan front court. Now they give it to Handren. Handren now back out to Johnny Radford. Radford with the dribble, guarded by Faust. Now back out on top to Morgan as they kind of spread the floor. Morgan wants to drive, scoop it off the glass and down. I tell you, he's a great freshman. Real talent. And it's back to a lead of 16 now. Shot no good on the play by Jensen, but a foul is going to be called. Is it going to be on Wilson?
Nope, Radford.
Nope, it's going to be on Radford.
Here's the interesting stat, Bobby. It feels like, calls haven't been going OIT's way. Tech's actually after this, will have a 14-2 edge in free throw attempts. So Tech's been getting to the line. They should be getting to the line maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, I tell you. He'll have one more, made the first. Second one, nope, no good. Faust had it for a moment, and it went out of bounds. Tried to get by Wilson. That's a load in itself. So the ball goes back to C of I, and Morgan will bring it out of the back court. Smodgy comes to the front court with it, out on top to Rogers. Now back over to Handren as they spread the floor wide open again. Now they get the ball over to Johnny Radford. Now back to Morgan on top. Now they get it inside. Back his way in. Rogers high off the glass. No. Rebound Wilson. No, but he's going to be fouled by Shivers.
They'll call it on
No,
Faust.
they didn't give it. They called it on Faust. Wow.
Paul Wilson going to the line. Here's an interesting fact. And I know you broadcasted games at the American Legion World Series when it came here to Klamath Falls. Paul Wilson's, when he was a senior in high school, his team won the American Legion World Series, the Idaho Falls Bandits.
Wow. First shot by Wilson is good. He'll have one more. Idaho Falls. Boy, that's far east in the state of Idaho. Second shot by Wilson. This one no good. Rebound to Shivers. The lead is 16. 13-13 remaining in the game. Number one team in the country kind of strutting their stuff here against Tech. All right. Driving underneath. Now they get it up, put it up. Shot still will not go as Daniels tried to put the thing, I should say. Blake Jensen tried to put the thing in. And they're going to give the ball back up to OIT. And we're going to have a timeout. 12:59 to go in the game. Tech trails by 16.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
The comfort of home has never been more important, which is why we're committed to delivering affordable, reliable power. Our reliability track record is 99.98%, and we're always working on new and better ways to go even further.
Elsewhere around the Cascade Conference tonight, Bobby, midway through the second half, Bushnell leading at Warner Pacific 41-32. It is Corbin all over Multnomah, 66-45 midway through the second half. Lewis Clark State about to end Evergreen's night, 107-76. And it is Southern Oregon a 50-38 lead at home against Eastern Oregon.
Okay, thank you. Tech puts the ball in play, got to Shivers. Shivers drives toward the basket, backs his way in against Handren, and telegraphed his pass, and was picked right out of the air by these Yotes. They come the other way again. Front court comes Morgan. Morgan gets the ball over to Rogers.
2-3 zone.
Now they go back into Wilson. Wilson down along the baseline to LZ, who's into the game. LZ wants to drive, has to back it off with 4 seconds. NBA three, no good. Almost made it. Jensen was knocked to the floor, no harm, no foul. Probably hit a wet spot and slipped. Morgan now with the dribble in the lane, gives it to the big guy. Wilson wants to put it up, and Jensen gave a good job of trying to block it, but he's going to pick up the foul. And that's going to send Mr. Wilson to the foul line. Coming into the game, he was 12 of 25 at the line. How's he doing tonight, Mike?
He split a pair, make it 2 of 3.
2 of 3? Well, that's pretty good. Elmore comes out. Jensen comes out. Potts back in. The second shot is good. That is 65-40, 66-48, lead up to 18.
You know, Bobby, the hardest thing I see for Oregon Tech is how do you defend College of Idaho with the fact that they have so many different waves and so many different combinations that you can't just run one.
You can't. There's no way to do it. Get it into Joey Potts, and Potts' shot is blocked.
That doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't, but it definitely was blocked, and they come the other way once again.
Robinette went way up to get that one.
Yeah, the crowd very, very silent, and, of course, we're Oregon Tech's behind by 18 points. College of Idaho strutting their stuff here tonight. Pass, not a good pass that time by Handren, and it's picked up by Oregon Tech, and they'll come the other way. Shivers out on top, terminates his dribble, goes over to Faust, back to Shivers. NBA 3, got it. 66-51. Shivers now in the game's got 14. It's kind of like a one-man show, isn't he? Timeout. 11-10 remaining in the game. 66 for the Yotes, 51 for the Hustling Owls.
From our humble beginnings serving members from a small garage to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Well, you're more than just an auto loan or checking account. You're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
CFI defense, what else can you say? They have so many different defenses and try to figure out what they're doing and try to score. All right, CFI puts the ball back in play. Morgan comes to the front court. Goes right-hand side with it to Johnny Radford. Now out on top, O'Neill. Now back over to Wyman. Now back over to Radford. Now they go around the other way. Bad pass, but they still, for a moment, and they still came up with it.
And a timeout called by CFI.
CFI
Hustle play
takes
by
time.
Jake O'Neill.
Yeah. And with the score, 66-51, 10:49 to go, we'll take a break.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota, where experience is everything.
5 o'clock tip-off. Eastern Oregon makes the trip back from Ashland here to the Basin. It is our Pink Out, the 13th annual Pink Out. First 1,000 fans get a pink T-shirt. We hope that you'll stop by and watch that one. It should be a great one between the Hustlin' Owls and the Mountaineers.
Well, time back in here. Tech down by 15. CFI puts the ball in play. They get it into Wyman. Wyman puts up a little 10-footer, won't go. Rebound cleared off by Tech, and they'll come the other way. Ware brings the ball into the front court. And they double team him out there, having to work really hard. Get the ball in, down low, shot. Well, a bad pass, evidently. Didn't even, ended up being almost like a shot. And CFI comes up with a turn and will come the other way again. Radford wants to drive in, wants to put it up. He's hammered, and he'll, let's see, I guess they're just going to take it out. No foul. Ball got hammered. How's that? Elmore wants to come in. So he'll come into the game. Elmore will replace Cody Bauman. Well, it's been a tough night for Cody. Been a tough night for a lot of the hustling Owls. Now get the ball over to Johnny Radford. Radford's got it, drives to the right side, wants to go in. I tell you, shot, missed it. Tech the rebound. Faust gets it ahead to Guerra. Guerra comes the other way. Now back out to Keegan Shivers. Shivers, kind of a one-man show tonight. Now to Faust. Kai backs his way in. Kai with a good move, but the shot was blocked. Can't do much about
the cylinder
that.
There, but they didn't call
I
it.
tell you. And a slam dunk down at the other end by Robinette. And it's 68-51. Guerra will come out of the backcourt with the ball. Guerra backs his way in, still backing, wants to put it up and score it. So Guerra scores. He's now got 10 in the game. Timeout Oregon Tech. 9:51 to go in the game. 68-53 Coyotes.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, 1 foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
Bobby, the thing that's scary about College of Idaho, you look at their lineup: sophomore, freshman, sophomore, junior, sophomore, 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 sophomore. That's all the guys that are playing, the 10 that they play.
Yeah.
That means next year that's going to be scary.
And you wonder how they can be any better, but you know they will be. You know, as you age in the game, you get better. And they're very good. Long three ball, bingo. Easy. I tell you, LZ hits it, and now it is back up to an 18-point lead.
Largest of the night.
Guerra backs his way in. Guerra gives it up to Jensen. His shot no good, and again, C of I. And a foul is going to be called. And the foul will be the fourth against Blake Jensen. So didn't even see that Blake Tull had gone in. Did not see that he had gone in, but then just came back out again. Grant Tull, I should say. Morgan gets the ball over to Robinette. Now they go clear out to Morgan again. Now to LZ. LZ drives to the hoop. His shot was blocked. Faust ends up with the rebound. Long pass comes down to Shivers. Shivers wants to go, lean in, 10-footer, good. Shivers hits the floor. Fouled on the play, and no call. Parnell is just beside himself. Cuts the lead back to 16, 71-55. Shivers really got hammered on the play. How he made the basket, I'll never know. But drive down low, now go over into the corner. Now get it back down to the corner once again to Wyman. And Parnell's out on the floor. I mean, he better be careful. He's in technical trouble here in a minute.
He wants one, Bobby.
And so
I'm not sure what Jamison Guerra could do in that situation.
Foul was on Jamison, he's first.
Elsie was driving into the paint. Guerra was set. The foul was into the body, and they called the block. And I've been very patient with the officials, as I normally are.
You're always patient with the officials. You have been overly kind tonight.
But that should have been a charge. 100%.
All right. Just go over to Radford, drives the baseline. Radford gets it back out. Driving in now, they give it to Wilson. He slams it. Tech comes up the other way. Driving down. Going inside, get a ball out to Faust. Now to Guerra for a three. Good. Guerra hits the three. Guerra now in the game has got 15. He's got 15, and you've got 16 out of Shivers.
You're going to need that tomorrow night, Bobby. Going to need it tomorrow night.
Okay, front court. C of I. Driving down with the ball, driving the baseline, gives it up, and the ball is put up and in. Not a problem in the world. Rogers will take the basket on the pass from Morgan. Out on top, long three ball Shivers, good. Shivers hits the three, cuts it back to 14-point lead with 7 to go. Now the question is if they can get some stops, because so far it's been impossible to stop. Very first part of the game we did. And then they got into their rhythm of different players in the game, and we said, who is this guy? And we found out. Now they go for a long three from the right side. No good, taken by LZ. And we have got a timeout. 6:38 remaining. No timeout. What did they call, Mikey?
They were just letting a player in for C of I.
Oh, that was kind. That was. They should have taken 2 out, right? That would be what would help us right now.
5 on 3.
Oh, wow. Guerra out there, and they've just bird-dogging him. He goes right down to the hoop, and he's in no man's land. He's knocked to the floor, but no call, and they come the other way. It was great defense, I'll say that, by C of I. And here comes Morgan into the front court. The three officials better run for the exit tonight. Fans are not very happy, and neither is Parnell. Now, there could have been a foul there. It wasn't called, and that would have been against OIT. Guerra comes back the other way. Gets it out to Shivers. Shivers holding the ball, comes back over to Guerra. Guerra guarded by Radford. Guerra wants to drive, wants to go inside, gives it up to Faust. Great pass by Guerra. And Faust puts it in, and now it's a 12-point lead. It's cut to 12. Parnell wants the crowd in it. Get it over to Radford. Now out on top to Morgan. If Justin hadn't been such a good athlete, he could have been a yell leader back in high school. Get it over now to the big guy who has the ball. That's Wilson. Now gives it up to Radford. Radford wants to drive in and lay it up and in. Holy cow. What a play by Johnny Radford. Come the other way. Faust, the lead is 14 again. Kai with it. Gets it out to Shivers. Wants to put up a three. Good. Keegan Shivers hits the three, and it's now 77-65, and we got a timeout. 5:01 remaining in the game. Don't you dare go away. We may have a game yet.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
For a limited time, save up to $150 instantly on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
At Klamath Falls Toyota, you'll experience our goal to completely satisfy every customer, every day. Because our customers are like family to us. You'll also experience the teamwork of our professional and knowledgeable staff. They're authentic, caring, and the best in the industry. And when you choose from our great selection of new Toyotas or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, you'll experience a process that's efficient, easy, and transparent. Experience amazing at Klamath Falls Toyota. where experience is everything.
That Portland Metro duo of Jamison Guerra and Keegan Shivers trying to keep Tech in this ball game. They've combined for 36 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists tonight. But it's the defensive end. Can Oregon Tech get enough defensive stops to get themselves back in this contest?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, College of Idaho, we've seen it all. I mean, they've got 10 guys in there playing, and they're all good. I mean, just all really good. Okay, C of I puts the ball in play. Out on top, they get the ball back over to Morgan. Morgan wants to drive to the hoop, gives it up, and putting it up and down is Robinette. And it's back to a 14-point lead.
11 assists for Morgan.
Wow. I mean, you just can't stop it. Elmore has the ball, now gets it back out to Shivers. Shivers back to Guerra. Guerra's going to put up another three. This one high off the rim, no good. Faust tips it up, but who's there? And they come down. Here's Radford. He's going to go to the hoop. And he's going to be fouled on the, no call. Wow. I thought he got hit with the body myself. So Elmore for three, and it's good. Jay Elmore hits the three, and they've cut it to 11 again. Cody Blaine now, he's all over Cesena. He looked down at Parnell, smiled, but he's all over Cesena. I mean, I don't think either coach has been real happy, but poor refs, I got a feel for them too. Morgan with a drive. Morgan backs. Morgan whirls. Morgan scores. Wow, he's already better than Big Brother. And I think Big Brother would say that. And they call a foul. Who's that? The third official. He's the one who didn't want to give a fist bump or anything. He doesn't like me.
Manny came over. Emmanuel Morgan, assistant for C of I, was a Defensive Player of the Year in the Cascade Conference his senior year back in 2017. He came over to pick up stats, and I said, your brother's better than you, and he just nodded his head. He goes, my brother's pretty good.
Free throw's also good, and it's 82-68. The lead back up to 14 with 3:45. Tech is running out. They put up a heck of a effort, but they're just kind of running out of gas against this great number one team. Guerra has the ball, and a foul is going to be called. And it will be 1-1. The foul is going to go against Johnny Radford. It'll be his third foul. He needed 3 of those in the first half, is what he needed. Keep him out of the game.
It was that little flurry right before halftime when Radford had that 4-point play. Morgan hit that little jump shot. A 3-point lead went to 9, and C of I hasn't held back since.
Shot on the way, no good by Guerra. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by C of I, and Tech will put it in play. Still 3:34 to go. This one referee doesn't want to hear Parnell either. So, oh well. One of those nights. C of I awfully good, period. That's all you got to say. Guerra for 3. This one will not go. Faust broke for the board, and the ball came clear to the left. No one there but purple shirts. So they'll come back to the front court, leading comfortably again by 14. Radford with the ball, wants to drive in, wants to scoop it up, won't go. Rebound cleared off. Shivers has got it. Shivers comes the other way behind the back dribble. Oop, the referee, down he went. That made the fans happy. 3-ball by Elmore, in and out of the hopper. Tough roll. And they'll come back the other way with 2:52 to go, but good hustle there for the Hustlin' Owls. Morgan slowing things down. Gets it over to the big guy, Robinette. Now back to Morgan. Now back down along the baseline. Long shot for 3, in and out. Oh boy, that almost went all the way down on the shot by Wyman. Come the other way, another 3 on the way. Good! And who else would it be but Keegan Shivers?
9th assist for Jamison Guerra, nearing a double-double.
82-71. Lead is cut to 11 again, but time is very scarce. 2:11 to go. But Tech is not quitting. There's no quit in the Techsters here tonight. I'll tell you. They never do. They always play hard, even if it's a bad night. Morgan running a lot of clock there, down to 8 on the shot clock. Manny going to jump up a three. No good. Rebound is skied for and grabbed by Shivers. And they call him for a travel when he got knocked to the floor. And they're going to call a T right here. He's gonna tell Parnell, you're clear across the way. Get back to the bench. Warning. He just gave him a warning. Crowd would have probably been on the floor if he'd have called the T. That's the best call he's made all night, to not make the call. And we're going to have a timeout, 1:49 to go. It's too bad that things like this have to happen, because this has been two hard teams, Mike, playing a lot of hoops together, and we'll take a quick break and be back.
From our humble beginnings, serving members from a small garage, to today, serving communities across Southern Oregon, Rogue Credit Union was founded on the idea that together, we're stronger. For over 60 years, Rogue has been living, giving, supporting local, committed to lending a hand. Where you're more than just an auto loan or checking account, you're an owner, just like our founders intended back in that small garage in 1956. Living local, it's a Rogue thing.
Feeding and watering, building, tending, and mending, 1 foot in front of the other, day after day, season after season. At Coastal, we're proud to say we've walked a mile or two in boots just like yours. That's why our stores are stocked with everything you need by folks who care. Find your store or shop now at coastalcountry.com with shipments to your door, in-store, or curbside. We are Coastal, and we're just what the country needs.
That's what's sad. And that was made by the Flash from Chico, Daryl Holland, you know. But as you say, if you're not going to call it a foul, it has to be a travel.
Exactly.
Wow.
C of I still has 3 1-and-1s with 1:49 left, so be interested to see if Justin Parnell tries to send the Yotes to the line and see if they can get a couple misses.
Well, okay, take the ball out, and they do get it into Wyman. Wyman out on top with it to Morgan. Morgan guarded by Guerra. Now Morgan wants to give it back. He was mugged, and no harm, no foul. Yeah, they did call the foul. He got mugged. I think they called Guerra for it. Yep. Can't hear a whistle in this place, I'll tell you. But Morgan will go to the foul line. Not who you want to put at the line.
Samaje, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 1 of 1 from the line.
Morgan, 76% foul shooter, and he missed it. Rebound Jensen. Gets it ahead to Shivers. Shivers wants to drive to the middle, gives it back to Guerra, back to Shivers. Shivers is going to drive, he's going to go straight down, loses the handle, but they did blow a whistle, and there's a foul. And the foul is going to go against Stratton Rogers. Rogers will pick up the foul. Johnny Radford comes in, and Stratford Rogers will go out. And this will send Mr. Shivers to the line. He's had quite a game tonight. First shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Radford. Boy, did you see him jump? And he's not that big. Well, he is 6 feet, but he looked like he was 7 foot something the way he got up in the air. Get it down low to Robinette. They're just going to play keep away with a minute 15 to go. They're just going to play keep away. And when they get an open shot, they'll take it.
You don't foul now.
And they get the shot, missed the shot, and the foul. I think that one's going to go on Jay Elmore.
They get Jensen. I believe that's 5 on Jensen.
It's on Jamison.
5 on Blake Jensen, his night over.
Oh, is it Jensen?
6 points, 8 rebounds for the big fella.
You're right, they did.
From Sherwood.
Yeah.
Justin Parnell go get Cody Bauman, it looks like, off the bench to replace him. Inspired minutes tonight from Jensen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they'll put Robinette at the foul line, and 66% at the line. I tell you, he's deadly inside, and when he's in the key, he's hard to stop.
Had a great career with the Middleton Vikings, 4A school there in the Treasure Valley.
They win a state championship, I bet. Probably did. Shot good.
Played for a state championship.
Well, at least he played for one.
Yep, they did not win it.
83-71. Second shot, good again, 84-71. Guerra trying to get out of the back court, and does. Gives it up to Bauman. Back over in the corner. Shot on the way. Good for a 3-ball from the corner. And who else would it be but Keegan Shivers? And he's got 27. And we've got a timeout with 50 seconds to go. 10-point lead.
Hi, I'm Rob Cedar, General Manager at Clown Falls Honda and Clown Falls Subaru. I've lived here my whole life. Most of our employees have lived here their whole life too. Our sales, service, parts, and body shop teams are all staffed with experienced local folks. You know them and they know you. Our dealerships are comfortable and not corporate. Comfortable means we're focused on you. I'm Rob, and I'm glad to know you.
I've got a walking encyclopedia.
84-74 in favor of College of Idaho. Noah Thomas onto the floor for the first time tonight. Tech's going to pick up full court pressure, see if they can get a steal, or else it's going to be a quick foul. As close as Tech has been here in the second half.
All right, Johnny Radford to take the ball out, looking to get it in, trying to get it in, does, and they get it into Manny Morgan, and they got 2-on-1, and they go over to the big guy, who's going to go up and make a basket. Faust went up in the air, but he was coming down by the time that Robinette went up and made the bucket. And drive to the hoop, and a foul is going to be called. And Guerra's going to go to the line to shoot two.
They'll go on Morgan.
So Morgan will pick up the personal foul.
Where missed his only free throw attempt. Tech missed both front ends of their one-on-ones here in the period.
Yeah, I thought this last call was questionable. Shot's good. All right, Jamison. Jamison's got 15 tonight. What's his highs?
24 earlier this year. That was at Simpson.
Okay. Second shot, no good. Rebound cleared off by C of I. Lead is 11. He got it over to Johnny Radford. Radford long pass clear over here to LZ. LZ back out with the ball to Radford. And Radford is fouled by Guerra. And that will put Radford at the foul line. That's like automatic 88% foul shooter.
So the 27 scored tonight by Keegan Shivers. That equals his career high.
Shivers is in the game, but they don't have him on the board in the game.
That would be me, Bobby.
Oh, that's you?
That's me.
Poach is bringing his cribbage board over to see you.
Exactly.
Radford missed. Rebound, Potts. Gets it up to Guerra. Guerra into the front court. Guerra wants to fire. Shot no good. They go back the other way. He said, hold it off. Just hold it. Let's just stop. Let's just bounce the ball. That's going to be your final score. College of Idaho is going to win this ball game. Hard-fought game, but the College of Idaho shows you why they're number one. And they win the ball game 87-75.